By the way, it's the reason why you want to hire the who, not be the how. Kevin Roy, greenbananaseo.com. You can check out his Schema Mountain here, which is awesome. And you can check out and learn about how the industry-leading demand generation and answer engine optimization service that he offers, 18 plus years of experience. Okay, so what haven't I asked you so far that is either other secrets to getting number one on Google and or accelerating your SEO search capabilities?
So that piece, so the relevance piece is the most important. There is, if you have someone on board on your team that is technical, you want to make sure that your site isn't super slow, that there's not a bunch of broken pages on the site, that the pages that you have linking to one another are relevant. And that's really important. So go back to my relevance piece and how I was really pushing relevance is important. If my banana page is linking to my sneaker page, it's not relevant. If it's linking to a fruit page, sure, it's relevant. So you want to make sure that you're creating those relevant linking pieces. But technical SEO, just make sure the site's not super slow and there's not a bunch of broken pages, because when the engines are doing a crawl and they run into a bunch of broken pages, they can get frustrated and leave, and you don't want that to happen.
Makes sense. And what about when to pay for ads, if ever, right? Slash Google ads versus YouTube ads, like and Facebook ads, like just any thoughts on that?
That's a great question. So it depends on what you're selling and where you are in the timeline. So let's start with where you are in the timeline. You have a brand new site and you need to get business right away. It's going to take 3 to 6 months to start to get ranking in organic. If you need business right away, Google Ads is a great way to do it. Google Ads also now has ads appearing in Gemini. So they've already figured out how to monetize for that. And so if you're really worried about getting ranked in Gemini, there's an ad, your ad platform is going to get you in there. Chat actually just started beta testing ads yet, and we've only seen a couple ads come out, but ChatGPT is going to be rolling that out shortly. Using Google Ads, another great thing about Google Ads, other than being able to get ranked quickly because you're paying when you get ranked, it's a great way to test whether keyword phrases work or not. So before you engage in an SEO program with someone, if you really want to know what the keywords that you're going to ask this agency to try to optimize you for, put it in Google Ads. And if you're hitting the cover off the ball with this one keyword, or this one keyword that you thought you needed to dominate page 1 for is getting you clicks and zero business, assuming that your site is good and your message is consistent, and that's not a keyword for you. When I was talking about the different types of businesses, if you have a product or service that no one is actively looking for online. So imagine if you, invented a snowboard that could go uphill really easily. No one's looking for that because to the best of my knowledge, that doesn't exist. So social, Meta is amazing for that. So you're just going to target all the snowboarders and hit them with your picture of some dude going straight up a hill on a snowboard, and you'll do very well for that. But that's not the best avenue for Google Ads or SEO because there's no search volume. No one's looking for that solution yet.
Okay, fascinating. So I wonder if we can get practical here, right? So we build capital gains tax exit plans for people that are purpose-driven entrepreneurs or exiting large businesses, real estate, Bitcoin, have millions of gains. Very specific. People are searching, we call our company Capital Gains Tax Solutions. It's probably going to search capital gains tax, maybe solutions or problems or ways to overcome it. So that's the name of our company. We use it. We have different products that we use, different strategies. And so sometimes people search through that and find us. But I'm curious, like what, if any, when you're like a technical, precise type of service, what would be your suggestions on that?
So one of the things that we do for people is we look at their competitors. So if you have competitors that are bigger than you, that are getting in your way, that are ranking really well, there are tools like Ahrefs or SEMrush that will scrape all of the keywords that they are ranking for. And that gives you a little bit of fodder. Like, do you want to rank for these keyword phrases? Keep in mind, that's making the assumption that they are optimized properly, which is a dangerous assumption to make. So you always got to take those reports with a grain of salt. I like to typically put 3 or 4 competitors into SEMrush. And if there's a bunch of them that are all using the same keyword phrase, it's a pretty good idea that they're good keywords. So that is something that can give you an idea. Another thing is to speak to the people in your company and say, what pain points are people searching for? Because maybe they don't even know that there's a capital gains tax solution. Like, I just won the lottery. What should I do with my money? It's like simple questions like that. Or I just got my family's inheritance or my retirement fund, I'm pulling it out. So things like that, they might not know would even trigger a capital gain. So it might be, those could be the things that you're looking into.
No, that's really great.
Those keywords.
I love it. And you said is SEMrush? How do you spell that?
CM Rush. There's a free, shouldn't be saying this. We use it. Agencies use it. It's not inexpensive. I think it's a great tool. But
That's awesome. That's great. What question haven't I asked so far that I should be asking, or that you want to make sure you share for any listeners out there who own businesses and want to rank and want to grow their business through SEO?
I would say this is a general AI piece. One of my favorite quotes that I've heard this year is that AI is the dumbest today that it's ever going to be. And I love that statement. It is only getting smarter. And if you are, I would not even say if you are, don't be afraid of it. If you haven't used AI, download it and just start messing around with it for fun. Like, where should I go on vacation? Or take a picture of your house and say, put a garage for a blimp to go on the side of it. Just do it and start to have fun, so you can start to think about the different ways that you can incorporate that into your business. The adoption rate is massive, and it's not going away. If you are looking for how to get ranked in AI SEO and you have a relationship with an SEO person, ask them, because they've got most of the tool sets to be able to get you to that position.
Awesome. Kevin, are you ready for the lightning round?
Sure.
All right,
whatever that is.
We'll test you on your tax IQ, which is part of what we also have to talk about. So you've been in with businesses, or help businesses grow, but then once they grow, they got to exit, right? And being in, I was originally from Taxifornia, you're from Massachusetts, right?
Yes.
And like, there's New York, there's Jersey. These are some brutal. Like 40% of your exit is going to be crushed with tax, or say you can build a capital gains tax solutions in 5-hour solution, and you can defer all that tax and grow that wealth and compound that, all this really cool stuff. So what has been your biggest frustration when it comes to exiting a business, or someone you know, or yourself?
So the frustration that we have is the unknown. Like, we're a service industry, and our most valuable, aside from our employees, which is our most valuable asset, and my dog Sammy, who's behind me, we have computers that are depreciate literally the day after we buy them. So we have no assets here. So that is something that we're consistently worried about. And yes, the thought of selling the business and having to give half of it away makes me never want to sell the business. Right.
It's almost like you have two choices: to like sell, give half it away, or let it just slowly diminish, and so no one gets anything. Like, it's like like a certain point you're like, oh, they're gonna take half. Okay, why?
We didn't do anything to help you. We didn't do most of the work to help you grow.
Right.
I can see they built a support system, but give us half. No thanks.
Exactly. So if you want to learn how to defer capital gains taxes before you exit, you got to set these things up. They're trust with an installment sale method that we specialize in, that can be used for any business. We just did a large tech business exit, very similar to the type of thing where it's intellectual, it's IP. There's not a lot of stuff that's depreciable, mostly goodwill. We've done it with businesses, with car washes, done it with CPA firms, so service firms, manufacturing. You can exit a business, defer the tax. Also Bitcoin, business sales, real estate sales, stock sales. Just go to capitalgainstaxsolutions.com. I'll keep going here. What's your number one book you've recommended the most in the past year?
So I'm going to say a brand new book that I'm reading, The Meaning of Your Life by Arthur Brooks, which is not a business book, but he is a new client of ours. And so I read the book because I was like, he's a new client, so I should really understand it. And it's amazing.
Sweet.
So I like that, but I always default to Think and Grow Rich, because I read that, I don't know, 5 or 6 times.
Sweet.
It's always one of my faves.
Excellent. Next question. What are you most curious about right now?
AI agents, agentic AI. I am very interested about. I'm curious about.
Number one tool you're using in AI, is it cloud co-work and building it out, or is something even better than that?
I'm still a chat pro guy. I've started to really enjoy Notebook LM, because you can dump in lots and lots and lots of files, where chat has a 10 file limit piece of it. But now I'm trying to learn OpenClaw and Claude Code for the agentic piece of it when I have free time.
So next question. Number one leadership quote or thing that you strive to live by?
Oh, what's the one thing that I can do to make me not have to do this again?
It's so good. I tell my team, I'm like, hey, why am I teaching you this, right? And they go, so you never have to do this again. I'm like, yep, exactly. This is why I'm teaching you this, right? And it's a good thing, because eventually, if you do enough of these and you do them well enough, then you'll never have to do it again either, because we'll hire another person to help them.
Build a process around it.
Excellent. Next question. Actually, this is the last question. We'll wrap it up. So after all your success, helping all the people you've helped grow what you've grown, and how do you best keep a mindset of stewardship over ownership?
So it's really the learning piece. Like, I thoroughly enjoy learning. I have some great people that I've surrounded myself with that are a lot smarter than me in what I do. And then I have a team of amazing people that enjoy what they do. So we've got a great team, and the learning piece is definitely not boring. And AI has certainly made it not boring, because things are changing every 5 minutes.
Awesome. Well, Kevin, I want to thank you for being on the show, sharing your expertise. I want to encourage you to keep using your gifts and talents to help people grow and rank and make a bigger impact with their business and their services and their expertise out in AI, out in Google, out in all the search engines. For our listeners who want to get in touch with you, one last time, what is the best place for them to find you?
2 places. They can go to greenbananaseo.com, or you can Google I just met Kevin. If you put it into chat, it's going to say who cares. But if you Google I just met Kevin, it'll take you to mine.
Love it. I love it. Thank you, Kevin Roy. I also want to thank all of our listeners and viewers for watching or viewing or listening to another episode of the Build It to Billions podcast.